And now, it's time for a PSA, or Public Service Announcement, from your PBIS team, reminding you how to be safe, respectful, and responsible. On today's edition, Computer Labs, and how you too can be safe, respectful, and responsible. Remember, a safe raider uses equipment appropriately, keeps their hands and feet off cords and wires, and keeps the lab clean. Now let's see how staff members perform when confronted with these very expectations. In this scene, we come across two Neanderthals discovering the computer for the first time. In our next scene, Ms. Best and Ms. Warner send back both dancing and the quality of our chords. And finally, Ms. Best and Ms. Warner can't be bothered to keep the lab clean when all of a sudden class is over, dismissed, and trash is left upon the floor. Oh wait, I forgot my backpack, but I definitely didn't forget to leave a mess. Now let's see how a safe raider uses equipment appropriately, keeps their hands and feet off cords and wires, and keeps our computer lab clean. An exciting new Technicolor, world favorite in motion picture. Here, two raiders work diligently while using the equipment appropriately. In our next scene, one raider works hard to make sure the hands and feet of another are not on our cords and wires. And finally, our next scene shows us that when two raiders enter a quite messy computer laboratory, they can work to keep it clean together and undo the treachery of others. Great job, girls! Keep that lab looking shibbity 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 ship shape. But a raider must also be respectful. Remember, a respectful raider raises their hand to be recognized, uses an inside voice, and sits in a learning position. Now let's see how our school staff handle these expectations. What do you do now? How about 2 scoops of manners and trying that request all over again? Sure, why don't we make manners worse and not use an inside voice? Yes, I'm talking. No, yes, I'm talking to you. No, I am talking to you. Thank you. And finally, if this is your idea of a learning position, then all that knowledge is going to fall onto the ground right out of your ear holes. Now let's see how a respectful raider raises their hand to be recognized, uses an inside voice, and sits in a learning position. Here, 2 raiders requesting assistance raise their hand to get the much-needed help. In our next scene, 2 raiders working side by side use an inside voice to communicate. And finally, when one has their head down, the other reminds them,
"Hey lady, how about a learning position?"
Awesome job! Finally, a raider must also be responsible. Remember, a responsible raider accesses only appropriate websites, is patient while their computer is thinking, and owns their actions. Now let's see how school staff members handle these expectations. In this scene, what should a looky-loo see but people on websites where they shouldn't be? In our next scene, Best and Warner aren't exactly patient while the computer is thinking and cause millions upon millions of dollars in damage. And finally, when Best and Warner are confronted by Oasis staff about their poor computer lab behavior, they fail to own up to their actions. Tisk, tisk, tisk. Now let's see how a responsible raider accesses only appropriate websites, is patient while their computer is thinking, and owns their actions. Here, 2 raiders wait patiently while logging on to Hastings Middle School's local domain. Great job, ladies! Great patience! In our next scene, they take the appropriateness up 2 notches by accessing only approved websites. Finally, when our 2 young raiders are confronted about their poor computer lab behavior, they work quickly to make it right and adjust themselves to the raider way. Great job! Thanks for watching. This has been a public service announcement from your school's local PBIS team, showing both appropriate and inappropriate behavior in our school's computer labs. Reminding you that you can and will be safe, respectful, and responsible.